go. So here we go, the WZ-111G FT, the Tier 9 Chinese fake TD. Now, I played quite a few games in this thing, but probably more so on the NA server than on the Asian server, which is where we are here. And I've got a sort of love-hate relationship with it. It can have some amazing games, it can have some horrifically bad games too. Again, this is a TD, and I suppose with TDs, as you would expect, it's all about the gun, or it's often all about the gun. Now, this gun is actually relatively accurate, I guess. I think its accuracy is about. The platform, on the other hand, as we see here, is just ridiculously underpowered. Anyway, we'll get there, we'll go this way. Yeah, the guns, I think it's about a 0.33, something like that accuracy. It's not terrible, but it's one of these guns that doesn't really seem to perform at the level that it should. Having said that, that's not a bad way to start the game. Now, this is perhaps one of those really weird RNG games where WoT just decides you don't really have to aim, you just have to sort of point at the target and fire, and it's going to hit them. We'll see how we go, but this is certainly, I wouldn't want anybody to think this is how this gun normally behaves. It's not. Blind shot was a bit low anyway, but worth a try. Trouble is, these guys are just beyond our render range. You can see they're just beyond the yellow line or circle on the minimap, which means we can't, even though they're visible and spotted, we can't see them. Oh, there's an M60 though, we can see him. So it's possibly worth us moving forward just a little bit to get a bit closer. What I'm worried about though, of course, this thing is huge. And we can easily get, oh, here we go. See what I mean about RNG? There's no way normally this gun, you can't snapshot with it at all. For it to hit that poor old Centurion there, and yeah, that's unheard of. And we did 800 damage. Now this thing does hit for 750. This is an amazing gun when it hits. The standard shell has 290mm pen. The gold round is amazing. It's got 395mm pen. So basically, there's very few tanks, if you manage to hit them on a fairly flat surface, that you are not going to pen. It is just that powerful a gun. Now let's see if we can get a shot on this STI. Oh yes. Oh jeez. So far we're just firing standard rounds, and as you'd expect, 290 pen will definitely go through the side of an STI turret. He gets left on 2 HP there. Now, yeah, there's just no way that should have hit. Someone is looking after us in this game. I think I'd had a rough day, and this was the last game I played at the end of the night. And I think this was the consolation prize. Okay, so now we should be able to push forward a little bit. So we've done 2,500 damage to this point, that we can see at least anyway. Let's see what more we can do. Now there's a great big nasty Jaegeroo over there, so we don't really want to crest this hill and get hit by him particularly. Hopefully he won't be able to see us if we're hiding in this little bush here. hopefully, now where is he? Oh yep, there he is. Oh, and how's that? Again, perfect timing. He gives us his side and we pop one in there. Didn't get the full value of it, I suppose, but I'm not going to complain about that. We take out a very formidable tank. Now, I reckon there's still a few up in the normal sniping position, because as we come across here, we do get spotted, I think, or else we push up a little bit. Oh, yeah, and I don't think it was the artillery that spotted us then, so pull back, because they're probably trying to take aim at it as we speak. Yeah, we're in a little bit of a crossfire potentially between whatever is in the normal sniper position and the E4. Now, the other critical things to know about this tank, it does survive, or it can take a hit or two, because it does have 200mm of armour on the front of it. And it's on a little bit of an angle, so if you wiggle, if you side scrape a little bit or angle a little bit, it can and does get little bounces from time to time. I suppose I could blind shot, but at this stage I had my heat rounds loaded. Oh. Yet again, I don't think we've missed a shot so far. This is unheard of. This gun, normally I've had games where I've fired like 6 shots before I can get it to hit. Oh, and there's our opposite number, and he's looking rather sorry for himself. He'll probably die before I can reload. Really, certainly shouldn't be firing heat at this stage, but when you get to that point, it's loaded, and I don't think I have got intuition on this thing. I must actually retrain my crew. There you go, so just a shade under 5200 damage, 1400 assist, and we didn't get scratched. That was a pretty good game.